Hello, Facebook. This is Broadcasting to Your Community with David Burrows and Stephen Healey. I'm Stephen Healey, and hello, David Burrows.
Yeah, good to be back. Happy New Year.
Indeed, and we've got good wishes from Corinda as well. He, at the moment, I know, is at the KES show, the CES. So,
Oh, yes.
yeah, you might report back to us next week on
He
what's
was
going.
he was messaging me the other day saying, "Are you looking forward to that CES?" I'm like, "What's that?" Oh yeah, the communicate. I'm not good
Yeah,
with those short abbreviation things.
no, no. If you're in the know, you know. If you're not, you don't. And it's
Yeah.
as simple as that with abbreviations. Uh, there's one abbreviation I don't like, and that's HNY. If you're going to wish somebody a happy new year, why not write Happy New Year?
Yeah.
Why? It's the shorthand. Okay, it's quicker to type, but it doesn't have the same meaning. Yeah.
There's a whole new language out there, right? Like BRB, LOL, and all that. Oh, yeah. There's got to be a new dictionary somebody has to write.
A dictionary of acronyms. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Right. Okay. Now, it was last year, you headed off to Las Vegas. How was it, sir?
Oh yeah, we had a good time. We went for I think it was 4 nights,
Uh-huh.
3 nights, 4 nights, something like that. And that was about, I can't remember, fifth or sixth time for me. But Jennifer had never been, so it was a big wow factor for her the first time. It's really a visual overload the first time you go to Vegas because there's
Right.
so much going on. You can't look somewhere and not see something. So it was fantastic. We had a great time. Went to a show, went on a big Ferris wheel that's top apex point is like
Mhm.
550 feet up in the air. So we were looking over the top of all the
It,
buildings.
right. So you've no fear of heights then?
I wouldn't say that. I felt pretty comfortable because it's a big, large dome, right? So you kind of go
Okay.
like, okay, I'm good. But then when you go over to the edge, and I still had to hold on to the rail and look and go,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta sit down for a minute. Whereas Jennifer, she was fine, but uh, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I would do that's something I would do. It was about $50 American to do it, but
Yeah.
I'd probably do it every time I went. Yeah,
Indeed.
it was a lot.
Right.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, it's getting away from it all, isn't it? I mean, no broadcasting. Well, you did pretty well on the broadcasting side.
Well, interesting. Ran into four people that I knew while we were in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so which is it's normal for me, honestly. Even when we went to Mexico a couple years ago for a honeymoon, ran
Yeah.
into a couple people I knew. But I mean, it's a travel spot, and I know lots of people. So that's the end of the day, right? So,
Right.
so that was actually kind of cool. We were walking out of our hotel the one day and ran into, and she kind of did a double take look and go, David, and she grabbed a hold of my arm, and it's a lady that I teach with and her daughter.
Uh-huh.
And then another fella and his girlfriend were down there on Fremont Street. Or actually, he saw me posting on Facebook, and then he messaged me and said, "Hey, we're down at the Luxador. What are you doing later?" So, yeah, but it was fine
Wow.
for the most part. Yeah, we got away. It was good.
I've been experimenting. Are you ready for this?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Here we go. It can either stay or go, but I thought
okay.
I'd show you anyway.
Ah, very
And
nice. That's the overlay.
it's an overlay. It's a brand new overlay, and I've been experimenting. I did one for with Angelica, which is there. Just a moment.
Right.
Okay, and that worked quite well. Hang on, just a moment. I need to take one overlay off, don't I? Otherwise, we've got a surfeit of overlays. Just a minute. Right. So I did one for Angelica show last Friday, and that worked quite well. But I'm experimenting. You notice that I'm not going too far. I've actually kept the same color set the banner for here. So
Mm-hmm.
we experiment with the colours. Or there's an alternative to all this, of course, and that's you can send me the frame that you use, and that would do two things. One, it give continuity, and secondly, it would look better.
Which frame are you talking about?
The one that you have with the flags on. Is that no frame?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you sent me that frame, I could actually use it.
Sure.
I've got a message. Corinda's now watching us live. And he's watching. Oh, he's watching the event on his Samsung now. There you are. I'm watching.
Pardon me. Watching CES. Oh, you said Samsung event on now.
Right. Yep.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Samsung. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Now we don't normally do politics. Well, we do a bit of politics.
Yeah, we do.
I've no politics to talk about this year because it's all going to happen and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to stay quiet about that. But one thing which affects both of us, that's better. One thing which affects both of us is this American president using drones to take somebody out. And
oh, yeah. Have you started building your bunker for World War III?
Well, he's acting as he's not telling anybody about it. He's told Congress that he's going to advise them what's going on by tweeting. Yeah, he's loose cannon, literally at the moment, and it beggars belief. It really does beg a belief that he didn't tell the Canadian Prime Minister, or the UK Prime Minister, or the French, or the German, all of whom are supposed to be allies, all of whom have troops on the ground in the Middle East. He just seems to be driven by the hawks in the Pentagon and having no regard for the lives of troops that are there.
Right.
You know, I mean, our Prime Minister has spoken and said we'd like to keep our troops. We're not part of this US deal. But the thing is, you're going one rogue country upsets it for everybody.
Yeah, well, there's certainly a lot of mixed emotions happening there for sure. I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty nasty situation. I mean, that being said, what do you want to do about it? Like, that's the whole thing. Is everybody's talking about it. If you go on Twitch,
yes,
or YouTube,
that's the first Twitch mentioned this year.
They're all talking about it. Not all of them, but like a lot of ones that I follow on Twitch or talk politics. They're constantly talking about it. There's a very well-known YouTube channel, the Young Turks.
Mm-hmm.
They're all over it. I mean, and of course, everybody who doesn't like Trump is going to use it as another facet to attack him, right? But I don't know. Like it.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely, like if we're allies, if you and I are friends, and I've got some interest there, heads up might be a good idea. He might be pissed off at Justin Trudeau right now. So because of the things he said about him when he got caught off camera with the microphone on still, he might have said, you know what, screw him. I'm not giving him any. He doesn't even like me. So why do I got to pretend? I don't know. Who knows what the conversation is.
Indeed. Shall we catch up with Corinda? With Corinda. Nice virtual studio, David. Let's just show it as it should look. There you are.
There you go.
See, that's that. It does look good. It does look very good. It just gets shortened when we go back to the two of us on screen. So as I did say, I mean, I could do this, or no, I could do that. Okay, and then you've got the full screen. Right.
The other way is good too.
I prefer this one. Right, and Corinda is saying, agreeing with something we said. And again from Corinda, don't know if it's me, but David's camera is clear. Stephen's camera, don't know if it's Facebook or any glasses. How do I look, David?
Looks fine to me.
Right, okay.
Now, are you in 480 or 720?
I'm in 480.
So I'm in 720.
Right, okay, there's a difference then. I mean, if I go 720, we'll try it without actually crashing the show. I'm back in 720 now.
So you look better. There's definitely a difference.
Okay, let's close that down. I'll close down everything that I've got and see if we can stay there. But there's a difference between 720 and 480 for those of you who wanted to know. We've done a practical demonstration of it. Okay. All right.
Well, on the lighter side of things,
indeed, we need a lighter side. Yeah.
Yeah. Way to bring that up. I got this. I got this calendar that my daughter gave me for Christmas.
Okay.
And because I tell dad jokes all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so she got me this calendar. She said, now you can take a picture of each one of these every day and share them. Because I told her how I tell these bad dad jokes to my class, which I start back tomorrow. So what's a cow's favorite day of the year?
I don't know, David. What is a cow's favorite day of the year?
Moo Year's Day.
Oh, that gets a -20. Next.
I'd like to make, okay, here, you'll probably get this one. Kind of scientific. I'd like to make a joke about sodium, but nah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Okay, moving along. This is January 3rd. It's only a couple more to go. Do you know where you can get Do you know where you can get chicken broth in bulk?
I don't know, David. Where can you get chicken broth in bulk?
The stock market.
Okay. And you coming up to date now?
Almost. I have a couple more. What do you call the soft tissue between a shark's teeth?
I don't know, David. What do you call the soft tissue between a shark's teeth?
The slow swimmer.
Oh. -30.
What has 4 wheels and flies?
I should know the
garbage truck. A garbage truck.
Oh, right. Okay. I was going to go for Marty McFly or something.
All right. And today, January 6th, I have a phobia of over-engineered buildings. I have a complex.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, well, you're actually loading up on dad jokes for your students. They can look forward to all those unless they are actually watching this show. To everybody who's watching this, sorry.
It's really a test for my new students that I have tomorrow. It's first day. So it'll be a test of they're like, whoa, this guy's really a weirdo, or well, he's kind of cool.
See if they've got the stamina to stick with you. Yeah. No,
we'll find out.
It breaks the ice with the new students.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my hand up now.
Okay.
I recorded the video this afternoon. I went live to YouTube, and it was for Aaron, and it was talking about how to actually create tutorials on video. And it was my take on doing a step-by-step guide to how to do tutorials using screencast-o-matic or Camtasia, coupled with BeLive. And I had a full agenda, got it all scripted out, and I was awesome in it for 25 minutes. Absolutely perfect it was. I was broadcasting to YouTube. So I thought that was good. But only one mistake, or 2 mistakes, I can live with that. So I went over to YouTube, and video was there. That was good. But I wasn't. I did not appear in the video for any of the 25 minutes. It
Oh.
recorded without my camera. So I now have, if you ever want to chill sometime, just look at a green screen. then I've got a 25-minute video which you can watch over and over again. There's no sound to it. So you put your headphones on, you have perfect silence, and there's nothing happening on screen apart from the odd caption popping up. Yeah, so I just laughed. You have to. You either get annoyed, you either get royally annoyed because you've just spent 25 minutes actually recording something with nothing on, totally blank. Fortunately, Angelica came in. I said, come on, look at this. You won't believe this. You will not believe this. And I showed her the video at the beginning. There was nothing on it. And I showed her the middle, nothing on it. And I showed her the end, nothing on it. I said, right, okay, I'll go and close my door. You can go and do it again. So I did it again. And the second time round worked a charm. But it's just one of those things. You've got to.
So do you have it to show us?
I could, but I could have to drop out to 7:20.
Oh, I see.
I'll get it ready for next week, or a clip of it anyway.
Very
right,
good.
Over to Corinda. One question for broadcasting to your community. I've seen people in groups don't use a platform, and they just use Facebook on mobile. How does that work? I thought if you're in the Belivers group, you need to use Platform Belive. If you're in StreamYard group, you need to use StreamYard. That's an excellent question. 99% of the videos that are done into the Belivers group are in fact done on Belive, which leaves 1%. The 1% are occasions where, how can I put this?
People don't follow the rules and they do whatever the heck they want. That's what you really want to say.
Or they get kicked out. No, this basically, if the video, I mean, it's a personal thing, but if the video is for a good cause or promoting a cause, like a stroke association, like a support group, and it's promoting, because whoever, right, I'll put it this way around rather than mess about. If they would normally broadcast on Belive and they're promoting a Belive broadcast, then the occasional live video, Facebook Live, is allowed. However, that said, we have more than one moderator. There's more than David and I watching things. And whilst the video might be there today, it may not be there in the morning. Okay. Because we've got quality control as well as the moderators. But you will find the occasional mobile video in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And thank you for that, Corinda. Yeah, because it's difficult. I mean, we want 100% to be Belive videos, but I don't know. Your thoughts on it? So,
well, it's I've always found it interesting that Facebook groups, like if you join a group, anyone has access to go live.
Correct.
Anyone is a member in that group. I don't know why Facebook did it that way, but at the same time, when you join a group, you need to read the rules. And but nobody does. Nobody does. Reading the rules in a group, I think, is about the same as do you agree to our terms of service? And everybody just goes by that and just clicks yep and doesn't read it. So now, that being said, in groups, when someone joins a group, there is a way to force them to answer some questions. And one of the things could be to force them to read the rules. Well, how do you know they read the rules? Ask them a couple of questions after they've read the rules. I don't know. I think sometimes, too, people they just don't care about the rules. And maybe they'll go in and do their live and go, well, I hope a few people see me, and then maybe they'll click on it and come over and watch me over here. And I don't care if I get banned as long as I got a couple people out of it. I don't know.
It's just
so
a
respect thing.
Well, it's just so easy to actually share into a group. That's part of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very accessible, right? So somebody doesn't follow the rules, you go to them the next time and you say, don't do that, and this is why. They go, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then if they do it again, see, I'm not into this 3 strikes you're out. Here's the rules. Tell you once.
No.
Don't do it anymore. If you do it again, goodbye.
Yeah.
Don't have time for it.
If there also, if somebody posts content which is not family viewing, and that be for reasons of violence, sexuality, or religion, then it will automatically get deleted. Well, semi-automatically.
Yeah.
You know, there are group standards to uphold.
For
But
sure.
We do like good causes and charity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't really run into that problem on my page or my group. Once in a while on my page, somebody makes a negative comment, and I just delete it or hide it. I don't even say anything. I just go, whatever. Like, come on. I've got almost 1,000 members in my group.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a 918 or something like that. And I haven't really seen any trouble there. Because of what I promote too, I think I just promote positive. So that's what it attracts.
Indeed. But setting a standard, and people tend to follow the standard. Other people are actually leading the group.
Yeah. And that being said, I mean, BeLivers also, if I have 900, BeLivers has 10,000. So there's more likely of a chance that a troll or somebody who's not going to follow the rules is going to show up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But to get into BeLive, you've got to answer the questions. So there is some protection there. Not total, though, as we found out. And we say hello to Christy. Christy Nicole.
Hello, Christy.
Yeah. Is it possible to play YouTube videos during the live stream without being flagged if it's not copyrighted? Yes, I think so. David?
Is it possible to play YouTube videos during a live stream? You mean like on Facebook?
Like now.
Like
could
now?
Could we play a YouTube video?
When you say flagged, you might get flagged. It's not like it used to be, though, where Facebook would just say, no, that's not yours, can't do it, and shut the stream down. You might get a message of sort that's saying there were copyright issues.
Yeah.
And they're sort of going a similar way to YouTube. They might say, the creator of that might claim something, or they may, what am I trying to say? They may, so when you're done live and it's now just recorded, they may mute a portion of your video. I've seen that on Facebook too. I know they're doing that on Twitch. So it depends where you're broadcasting to.
True. I'm going to go for it. Let's see if we can get it. I'll just give an example of that by going to my channel and clicking a video. And whilst we're doing that, whilst that's warming up, over to Corinda saying, have a great show. Samsung event is on. I'm going to watch that. I don't blame you. We're good, but Samsung is the best. While you listen to it, I'll keep you guys up to date. And after Samsung is, and then it's a Sony event. So it's going from Samsung to Sony and back to Corinda again. Good question, Christy. And Christy is now saying,
yeah,
like
Christy's here in
live now. Could you?
Christy's here in Sarnia.
Ah, right. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
There's no
like behind you on a Facebook Live right now. Could you guys? Yeah, we could play something right now. I mean, if we had it set up, yeah.
Yeah, we can upload a video of our own up to 100 megabytes, bytes, or we could actually share a YouTube video. And I'm desperately trying to do that now. Just give me a second. I'm trying to bring up a video on screen, which I shall. This is either going to work or it's not. Let's just be honest about this. I can hear myself, so the video is there. Just a moment. So I'm going to stop that. And I'll take Christy's next comment. Over to you, David. While I set things up.
Have you ever tried asking for permission from a copywriter, or do you know how difficult it is to actually get permission from a source? No, I've never asked. I just followed the rules. If the rules say thou shalt not play copyrighted material, then don't play copyrighted material. There's no way around it. And if you want to go to the source, then you can contact the source. And then if they get back to you, then they have to notify YouTube that, yeah, I'm okay with that person playing it. It typically doesn't work that way.
No.
So, again, if the rules say don't play copyrighted material, don't play copyrighted material. That's the answer, really.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, yeah, can you do it and get away with it sometimes? Yeah, it does happen. It's not the way I recommend doing it.
We know, yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, and Christy, what is it exactly you're trying to accomplish? Can you be a little more specific, maybe?
Right. Okay. And while Christy is thinking about that, I'm going to switch your camera off.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to switch my camera off. I'm going to bring the video up on screen. And Christy, this is one I made earlier. It's going to be recorded properly. I know it is. Now, question was asked in the Belivers group, which is the official Belive TV group. How do you create your own tutorials on video? So what I'm going to answer in the next 20 minutes or so is my way of doing it, and how you could actually take my way and adapt it to your own and create tutorial videos which people will enjoy. And that's the whole key, is getting people to actually enjoy what you're talking about. Now, in order for that, right, okay, so I'll switch our cameras back on. Switch our cameras back on. I'll stop sharing the screen. So I'm going to close that tab, and hopefully my picture will improve. But that's how easy it is to actually share a YouTube video.
There you go.
But there were no copyright problems there, because it's my channel, my video. So technically it's not a problem. But as David has been saying, playing copyright can bring a ton of bricks down on you, or you can be lucky and nothing happens. But if you get the ton of bricks, then on Facebook you lose your account. On YouTube you could lose your account, and there is no appeal. So it's a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah. YouTube doesn't show copyrighted material information. So I'm not sure if that's a question or a statement.
You've got to assume, and it's a safe assumption, that unless you made the content yourself, it is copyright of somebody.
That's right.
Not you. And if we were going to share a YouTube video from one of our friends, then we'd let them know first. Yeah. Because they can say, no, you can't. Now, I know that ostensibly everything is public, but what you don't want to be had for is actually passing something off as your own, because we know it happens.
Right.
So better safe than sorry, really. Yeah. But Chris is still thinking what she wants to actually do with it, I think. Yeah. So if you've got a practical example, Christy, would
yeah, just sort of tell us exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish. And I mean, okay, can you legally? You're not like, I'm not a lawyer by any means. I just know from my own experience, and I do understand the rules. Can you play a copyrighted YouTube video and get away with it? Probably sometimes.
No.
It's just not the path I recommend, because sooner or later it catches up with you.
Right.
But
we've got a long comment from Christy, which is explaining the situation. And most of it's here. I'm trying to find info for someone else who is wanting to play YouTube clips from shows behind them on a television during a live stream. Isn't there something about saying that you don't own the rights to it before, and that you shared it to your... Can you read the rest, David? Page,
and it was a statement. It is not shown, so why is it allowed to share other people's info on YouTube?
don't know. We're going to get further into this. We need an example. I mean, playing
trying to
YouTube
find
videos in the background. Yeah.
I'm trying to find info for someone else who is wanting to play YouTube clips from shows behind them on a television during a live stream. Isn't there something about saying that you don't own copyright? Yeah, okay. I think I know what she's talking about.
Right.
I've seen it where people post a video on YouTube and then they put in the bottom saying something that I don't own the rights to this, blah, 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 blah. And that apparently gets them off the hook.
Yeah.
It does not get you off the hook.
No. If you were playing
if the owner of those videos, makes a claim against you and says, hey, that's mine, take it down. For example, I did a clip a couple of years ago of somebody. I was in a public forum, and then somebody else took my clips of my video and posted it on their YouTube channel. And I said, hey, that's my video.
Yep.
They said, it was in a public place. It doesn't matter. I created the video. That belongs to me.
Yeah.
And YouTube eventually took it down. So, sorry, Stephen. I know you've been trying.
No. You that's totally to point. Corinda is saying, David, you're a Samsung fan. Are you Samsung or Sony, David, or Apple? Samsung, Sony, or Apple? Which is it?
The answer is yes.
We've been here before. The Germans have a word for it. Yes and no. Jein. Because you got all three.
Yeah. I have Samsung television. Sony, nothing really.
Right.
It's not that I don't like Sony. And yeah, I'm an Apple guy, but I'm a PC guy. I'm an Acer guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to. Christy's still asking some questions here, like playing a clip of a movie that you're talking about on your show and say I do not own the copyrights. But then she says, okay, that's what about pictures or screenshots then? So I'm guessing to try to understand. It sounds like somebody wants to do movie reviews, for example. Can you play the clip? Now, there is something called fair use. And don't quote me on this. Again, I'm not the copyright lawyer, but my understanding is it's either 15 seconds or less or 10 seconds or less. For example, if you watch Mojo on YouTube, they talk about, top 10 movies of blah, blah, blah. And they show clips from those movies. Those clips, again, it's either 10 or 15 seconds. If you show 10 seconds or less of a clip from a movie, it's called fair use. You can use that. That's my understanding. I would consult a copyright lawyer, quite honestly, because you don't want to mess with this. It sounds like not a big deal, but it will come crashing down if your channel grows and really gets a lot of attention or whoever. But and now what about pictures or screenshots? Mm-hmm. If it were me in the starting stage, I would use screenshots.
Yeah.
Stephen, anything you can add to that?
No, I agree. We're on the same page on this. I think screenshots is fair play because, it's all about publicity.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, from Christy. And
so I hope that helps you out, Christy.
Yep. Thank you. That's very helpful. And over to Corinda, who's watching Samsung. It's gone off Apple. I've got a new Samsung S10. I've got a Sony TV and LG TV, but for me, I'm an Android guy all the way. I mean, it used to be a Sony world, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything was Sony. Okay, good, Christy. I'm glad it helped you out. Nice to see you too, by the way. I have a question for Corinder.
Okay.
So, Corinder, you're an Android guy all the way. Why? what is it about Android that just makes you? And I'm not against it, whatever. But what is it about Android that makes you go Android all the way? Stephen, you're Android as well, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And Christie's a mixture of Apple and Windows PC. Sorry,
Yeah,
a
that's
unit
me.
or a box. And good to see you too. There you are. Right. Okay. Why Android? Right. I'm going to go through this. I'm trying to be objective, David. Okay. I'll do my best not to be a fanboy. But first of all, Android is an open system. Anybody can develop from Android for Android. So it gives a chance to more developers. There's still control. Google have got control. The second thing is price. You can pick up an Android phone for less than $200 and it will work. It won't do everything an iPhone will, but it will work. And the third thing is, no, I'm not going to go there. I'll just go with those two. So cost.
No, go there. Come on now. You started it.
No. Keeping this friendly. I don't believe in the Apple versus Windows versus Android wars. There's room for everybody. And everybody has freedom of choice, which is what makes it brilliant. And Christy's confirming she's on Windows. That's good. Yeah, no, right, okay. I'll turn it around then. Why are you on iPhone?
Fair enough. So I'm computer. I'm Windows PC, and that's likely just because it's what I've used all my life. And to switch over to Mac, well, it would be more expensive, but it's argumentatively, well, Mac is stabler and blah, 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 all this stuff. I don't know. I went Apple when the first iPhone 3GS came out, and I think it was like 2008 or something like that.
Right.
And well, originally I had a BlackBerry, a web-based BlackBerry. That was funny when texting was all web-based. And I got an Apple iPhone because they came out and they were the thing. They did everything, you know. And I got used to it. And then I dropped one in some water or something, and it went on me. And I went to my local TELUS store, and a lady that I knew was working there, and she said, "Have you tried the Galaxy? Have you seen the Galaxy?" And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "I really like the Apple." And she went, "Yeah, but look at it." And it was like really pretty colors and everything, and it did all this other stuff. And I went, "Yeah, sure." And then I had it for a while. I kind of liked it. And then it started doing funny things on me, and I was just like, ugh. And so I went back to Apple. And then by that time moving forward, then Jennifer and I had met, and I got her into Apple, and then Jason's got Apple, and my kids, as we share calendar, we do all that stuff. I just,
okay, yeah, it's integrated.
It just worked.
Lives.
Yeah. So there wasn't really any, and honestly, the Galaxy that I had first, I wish I still kept it. I ended up selling it last year for like $40 or something. It was quite a nice screen for that time, compared to Apple even. But I still have, if I dug into this drawer back here, I probably still have my Apple i3GS. But yeah, I don't know, just integrated into my life.
Right, let's go with the comments. And first up is Corinda. Android, you can live Facebook screen where you can go live on Facebook. I've never seen Apple in any events, only USA, not Kez. Okay, so he's saying Apple don't promote. And again from Corinda, trying to keep up. I agree with Stephen, Apple's too expensive. Okay, you can't root on it. I'm not a great fan of being able to root phones because then you're invalidating your, well, never mind, let's not go there. But you are invalidating your warranty, and if anything goes wrong with it, manufacturers don't want to know. And BlackBerry and Android, right? And Chris is saying, I've live streamed from Facebook or iPhone. It's great quality for video and audio. So there we are. Good.
Yeah.
But can you share your screen on it? Yeah, you can do anything. I mean, Facebook on an iPhone is functioning the same as Facebook and Android. Yeah.
Yeah. You can share your screen. Maybe not from Facebook native.
Right.
But
Okay. We are on Be Live Studio 2, which David will post a link to after the show. Be Live Studio 2, free trial. You could try it out. 2 people on screen side by side, which you can't do on Facebook anymore, and up to 4 people on screen. You've just seen we can share YouTube videos, we can share images, and all is good. And Corinne's announcing it as well. Be Live TV. Oh, David's doing it now. There's service for share your screen.
Well, which one do I use? I got the old one that has my
you got 30
extra
days. 30 days one's good.
Yeah, I can give her. You want me to give her mine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Share your screen. Basically, I can share anything that's on my screen. So I'm going to push it out again because I can show that we're actually live. Sharing your screen means to share an application. So if you had an application like Word open on your desktop, then you can share that. If you have a web page open on your desktop, then you can share that. And I can share a Chrome tab and bring it into the broadcast. And I'm going to scroll down. And again, I'm going to switch David's camera off. I'm going to switch my camera off. And this is a screen share. And this is in the UK. This is the BBC website. And it's showing one of the big talking points of last night, which was the Golden Globes. And the British host was, well, I want to say well received because that wouldn't be true. But he's told a few home truths, and the video is on YouTube at the moment and it's going viral. So that's a screen share. That's actually sharing a web page. We can also share anything that's on our desktops, and by being able to share the screen, we can bring things to life. And if I switch my camera on, I could actually go picture in picture, and I could then talk you through everything that's on the screen. And I could take you to certain stories. So that's it. That's screen sharing. I'm going to stop that. And I'm going to bring David back. There we are.
So we're not using devices right now, Christy. We're on our desktops.
Yeah.
So we're not mobile. So this is a system that works in the cloud, if you will, from a website called BeLive.tv. So there are ways to do it from your mobile. That requires a lot more explanation.
Yeah.
If you want me to send you a 30-day free trial, Christy, I can message it to you. Oh, do you have a different account now? Or is this? I'm confused. I thought we were connected on Facebook. It says that we're not. Did you change? Are you using a different account now? Anyway, let me know if you want me to send that to you and if I'm sending it to the right account. Any devices, Apple, Android, iPad. What was that?
I don't know. I tried to, any devices, Apple, Android, iPad, Android tablet, or you could actually join the show using any of those products.
Yeah.
But we have to start the show. Corinda's saying, wow. And Krista is saying, I'm not sure Apple's great capacity. I've never seen it. Is this available because you go through BeLive TV? This software, as David said, it's got to be on the desktop. So it's got to be on your Windows PC. Once you've got any Windows PC, then you can join on iPhone. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So Stephen's in the United Kingdom, and I'm here in Sarnia, and we're connected through this. But I could join Do you want to demonstrate?
Right. Okay. We've got
Feel
a
like
technical. We have a technical problem from Christy. PCs are a better option probably, but my PC is basically junk. Now that could be a stumbling block, though you don't need. When you say it's junk, one man's junk is another man's wonderful machine. If it's got decent internet access, if you could, for instance, play YouTube movies on this junk PC, then you stand an outside chance of actually be able to broadcast using it too.
Sorry, I don't know that.
I've got Alexa with me today. If you have any questions for Alexa, then please ask. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, it's myself and thank you, Corinda. Myself and Fons Chamberlain, and you're on Windows 7. That's okay. Yeah, if you said I'm on Windows XP, then we might have sort of gone aghast and said no, but Windows 7's okay. Windows 10, we're not going to go there. Right, okay, so on Windows 7. Right. All right, okay, understood. Right.
Yeah. So with the Be Live app, you cannot start a show from your phone.
No.
Yet.
I have to add that.
But there are other options for you to go live from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
There's other third-party apps, for sure.
Yeah.
But do we want to show her how we go live from?
Sure, can do. And whilst you're doing that,
mobile?
Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, myself and Fons Chamberlain are live with Anything Goes, and that gives away what happens in the show. We talk about anything and everything, and we have a pop quiz with 10 pop quiz questions for music from the 70s and 80s. You can play along, you can answer the questions, which are multiple choice, which makes life easier. And if we know the song and we know Alexa's got it, this is we play 15 seconds of the song on Alexa. And now I've got two sounds, and the second sound, just to prove this is working, is 3, 2, 1. We now have two Davids. I'll put the two Davids side by side. So you can now see the two Davids, and one is the mobile phone, and one is not. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know why the other one's saying Sparkle Cam.
No, I can still see. I can still see you.
Okay, but up on the screen, it says Sparkle Cam.
I can still see. I can still see both of you. Yeah.
So at my end, on the big screen,
yeah.
Over here, I have me on mobile.
Can you switch your camera around and show us? This is to show that we're live. There you are. That's what you're seeing, isn't it?
Are you showing yourself as Sparkle Cam?
No, I don't have Sparkle. Well, I do, but I don't use it. So you can see yourself. Is that an XSplit photo? XSplit VCam photo that you're showing now? I can see XSplit VCam. I saw a picture of you there.
This is what I'm seeing.
All right. Okay. Now, what we can see on the right-hand side where you've got Sparkle Cam is we can actually see your mobile phone. We'll play a recording. I think we're confusing it. We'll play the recording afterwards and we'll see what happens. Okay.
So okay.
All right. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to bring myself back. Hopefully I'm taking the right David away. Oh no, I've got rid of both of them. This is live. Now I can see Sparkle Cam. And David will be back shortly. This is live video. Anything can happen, probably will, because I'm involved. David will be back on your screens in 3, 2, 1. There we go. We made it to 50 minutes without a problem. I mean, that's doing good for the new year. Catching up with comments. Yes, I saw 2 Daves as well. You weren't seeing things. There were 2 Daves, and YouTube wants 1,000 subscribers to use your phone. Now that's a good point. Yep. YouTube have a quality control which says you can broadcast desktop, anybody can, but to broadcast mobile you need 1,000 subscribers. Are you still live? I can't hear you.
I had muted my microphone.
Right, okay. You need 1,000 subscribers
to go live from your phone.
Yep, on YouTube.
Yeah, using the YouTube app, yes.
Yes.
But there are other options to go live on YouTube without having 1,000 subscribers.
Would you like to expand on those?
It's a long list, but like there's the Streamlabs mobile app. There's if you just go into your app store and live on YouTube, you'll find apps that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So that's the first time I heard that about 1,000 subscribers to use your phone on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
right.
Is this for Christy, are you trying to go live, or are you talking about somebody else going live? You had mentioned earlier,
but to go direct on YouTube using their app, you do need 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
That's not what we see there.
So,
okay, we're catching up to date. That works pretty well. Which is when we had the 2 Davids. Now, from a UK point of view, it's a very reasonable price, Christy, but I don't know what the price is in Canada. I don't know whether
it's somewhere around it's between $20 and $25 a month.
Right.
I think it starts at 20. Don't quote me on that.
Right. It's $25 a month. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So again, if you want a free 30-day trial, Christy, of Be Live to use on your desktop, just let me know. And I see I thought we were connected on Facebook, but the one I'm looking at says we're not. Do you have 2 accounts or something? Or is this a new account? Anyway, just let me know if you want that link.
Right. Okay. Guess what I'm doing at 6 a.m. tomorrow, 6 a.m. your time?
Getting on a plane and flying to Canada.
No, that would be that could happen, but not tomorrow. I'm going live on LinkedIn, but as a guest. See, I'm going. It's got to be on StreamYard,
right?
Yeah. So I'm going live on StreamYard tomorrow morning with Marco.
Oh, nice.
He's invited me to go live with him, so I accepted LinkedIn and StreamYard. So I think it's the first time I've actually been on StreamYard in a long time.
Okay, very nice.
I
see you didn't take my advice and buy yourself a clip for your thing yet.
Not yet, no. Right. Christy's saying she'll let you know if she updates the PC. And I think I added you. I have your show. I have the show with David Burrows.
Oh, okay. So Christy, this must be a new account for you then, is it? That's my guess. Anyway, that's cool. I'll have a look at that when we're done.
Oh, good. Right, your show later today, David.
Yeah, later today, coming up at 3:30. I have to check to make sure. Oh, yes, I have Kirsten Holmes from the gallery in Brights Grove. They're going to be celebrating 40 years, so they've got a special connections event they're calling it coming up. I have a Brazilian singer, Fernanda Cunha, who is joining today as well. I'm really looking forward to her. I'm looking forward to all my guests. And then Brian Clark, who is the founder and director of something here in Sarnia called Tennis for Kids. So they have programs for young kids to start learning how to play tennis. And so those are my 3 guests today. And that's at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm still working out the details. I'll be starting a new sports show sometime in January. And that'll be live. Probably it'll be live every Tuesday night about 7:30 p.m. Just got a couple of finer details to, But regardless of if these details don't work out, I will be starting a sports show and doing that every week. And then I'm back to school tomorrow. It'll be now 3 days a week that I'm teaching at the college starting tomorrow. So it's growing, which is fantastic.
Is that which topics do you actually teach?
No, it's all the same. So what happens is I teach the first year college students the live stream. It's called live stream programming. This past year was the second year. So I didn't teach that class, but I had my 2 high school, it's called dual credit. So I have a class on the Thursday and the Friday. So now I have the first year college students tomorrow. And then I also have a new class of dual credit students Thursday, Friday. And then in the fall, I'll be back to just 2. And then the next year, 3, if they keep me, never know. So I'll be busy.
Indeed. It's good. I'll let you know if I update. We've been there. And Chris is also saying, David Burrows, and yes. And which sports, David?
It's going to be mostly local sports here in Sarnia Lambton. So I'll be talking pool league, baseball, hockey, volleyball. If you're part of a team and you want me to share your scores or talk about your team or interview your coach or whatever, it'll be mostly local. We'll touch a bit on the pro stuff. I have a co-host that will be joining me, which I have not announced yet who it is.
It's not me.
Coming up. No, it's definitely not Stephen Healey, because all he'd want to talk about is cricket.
Don't say definitely not like that.
No, because all you'd want to do is talk about cricket.
They're talking about cricket, South Africa.
Right. And then we'd have crickets for a show.
Sorry, Dave.
Sorry.
Right, just catching up with Christy. It's part of the curriculum. Is it part of the curriculum?
So what I teach is part of.
We've got a crossover here between your news show and talking about the Sting. Will you be talking about the Sting?
Well, yeah. I mean, I already do that now, right? As part of at all the Sting home games. If you haven't seen that. But yeah, I'll be probably interviewing some players and so it'll be a local sports show with a touch of pro. So if you have a sport you're involved in, if that is cricket or lawn bowling or volleyball, reach out to me and we want to talk about local sports. All right. As part of a curriculum, I'm assuming you're talking about what I'm teaching. Yeah. So the Lambton College has the first in all of Canada, the eSports Entrepreneurship and Administration program. And I teach the live streaming class, which is one of the classes that's part of the whole program. Excuse me. That's part of the whole program. So, yeah. So I'm the first in Canada to teach live streaming at a local college. So a little bit of bragging there.
Well, you're quite right to do so. You're actually a pioneer. You're actually setting the target for everybody to actually follow. I'm sure you will. And
I'm really excited to be there. It's really a big deal for myself to be there and be a part of it for sure.
Yeah. 2 things are apparent. 1, you're enjoying it, and 2, you're darn good at it. Right now, we're coming to.
And 2, what? What was number 2?
You want me to say it again?
Yeah,
you're darn good at it.
Oh, darn good at it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. What?
I wasn't cutting. Christy agrees. So it's very cool and awesome too. So we've got an awesome in the show. That's brilliant.
Yeah, we got an awesome.
All right, and we are on the David Burrows show with David Burrows page at the moment, and broadcasting there. And I'm broadcasting from Wiltshire in the UK, and David's obviously in Sarnia. We're joining countries across the globe. Christy, it's been a pleasure to meet you and to chat with you today. Corinda, thank you for joining us. Enjoy Kez. And we're going to break with a long-standing tradition on this show. David normally does the intro and the outro, but I thought this time I've done the intro. So David, it's over to you for the outro.
All right. I was waiting for you to do it, but that's cool. Thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate you being here. If you've enjoyed the show, give us a 10 in the comments below. If you didn't like it, don't do anything. Just come back next Monday and give us another chance. Thanks again, Stephen, for being the host and producer today.
Thank you for being co-host. It's most enjoyable. We get together for an hour every week. And Christy, thank you for joining us. And
thanks, Christy.
There you are.
Thanks, Corinda.
So,
thank you for that.
I thought he might be. Right. Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.